hit the button. So we're live. But yeah, San Diego made the World Series twice. They lost to the Yankees once, and they lost to
Yeah.
the Detroit Tigers once, but they never won
Right.
it.
Would Tony win that one? I remember that
Yeah.
was the end of towards the end of his career. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And they went at the beginning of his career. They lost to the Tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 1984. Man, I was about to start driving, bro.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you something. He's one of my favorite players because he looked like me in a jersey, but could hit 360.
But hit 360, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, everyone, welcome to the New York Mets Lounge post-game recap. Mets beat the Giants. Nah, nothing really to see here in terms of any type of dominance. Clay Holmes looked about like what we need for Clay Holmes to look like. A couple of people look like they're breaking out of slumps. Vientos looks like he's breaking out of a slump. Baty looks like he's breaking out of a slump. I'm sorry, not Dante, but Bo Bichette looks like he knows what baseball is. And so yeah, it looks like the Mets are starting to have a pulse, except for our guy that starts every season slow. Every season as a Met, he starts the season off slow. Now we know we're gonna get 3 hardcore months of MVP caliber baseball.
Definitely.
But man, while you're waiting on him to heat up, it's like, what are we looking at? So what did you see from tonight's game, bro? What did you see from tonight's game?
Dominance.
Okay.
I think the first word that comes to mind is dominance. If your fourth pitcher is getting 7 innings for you of, I believe, 3 or 4 hits, 0 runs, and then not the add-in, the other pitcher that came here with your number 1 pitcher in the trade finishes it off with the 2 innings, because that man could go 1 to about 7 innings himself, Mr. Tobias Myers.
Myers, yeah.
Yeah, to me, it starts there. And, I think the talk was for a very long time, we got Vientos here, and Vientos has, I have a funny thing with nicknames is you got to earn them, So when, I'll give you a good prime example. Deuce don't play well, I call him Miles. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a long period of time, not like just one night, you know what I'm saying? Tonight he's had about three pinch hits and a couple of now games, and he's hitting all of them. And at first, really quickly, I wanted to say that, I was like, oh my God, he's 1 for 12 or whatever in the beginning. Then he gets his opportunity. And the reason why I was, oh my God, is because the idea is we're going to trade Vientos. Baty has now become the more powerful version of McNeil, able to play third, should be playing third. That's a different topic. First, right field, DH, and second base. That's 5 different places this man can play.
Right.
And if you ask me, he could definitely play that field.
Right.
Because it's easier than. So I wonder if he could pitch. So, here's the deal. Not only is he making a stake for his, this is Vientos now, making a stake for his stock to go up if there was to be a good trade maneuver for, let's say, if Peterson can't hold it together, or something happens where we need to do something. Knock on wood.
Right. Knock on wood, of
right?
course.
Yeah. Now he, in ways, and you made a point while we were chatting about Acuna here when he was here, being able to spread himself around the field and stuff like that. What I like about the differences is that he may not be fast like Acuna, but he got pop. And we've seen it. 2024 is not that long ago. We've seen it. He may have had a not good year last year, but still double digits in home runs. We've seen it. So, questions are now to be asked. Now, in order for you to find these answers out, he'll have to be playing more. And at the moment, and something we probably should have started, is the good news is that Soto's injury is said not to be bad.
Serious, right?
Right, serious. However, he's definitely not going to play tomorrow, and gives him another chance to show up, show off. Everybody seemed to, and it seems like it's like somebody new every day, but they're definitely putting barrel to the ball. Playing good defense.
Except for Lindor's role. Lindor is frustrating me, bro.
Yeah, but you said it yourself. He starts off slow. So if the team could carry him until, imagine this. Imagine we play like this regularly, and then he gets hot.
Yeah.
That's like,
right.
And it's really what we have to do. The great news is this. He's a gold glove shortstop, and even though he seemed like he had a step off for a little while, whatever, he's still reliable. I know the other day he look at that. He looked like he was thinking about something else for about an hour during that game.
Right.
Maybe he forgot it was his anniversary and didn't order something. I don't know what happened, but
right.
And then again, Baty. It's nice to see his swing. That hit to left, just that single. It's so beautiful.
Right.
It's like one of the most perfect swings. So look, it definitely made my evening. What about you? What do you see out of it? And I'll ask you the other question after.
The Baty thing. Okay, so the Baty thing is I'm probably Baty's number one fan, right? In the fan base, right? So I'm Brett Baty's number one fan, right? Because I think guys like this have the potential to be more than just a a great hitter or a complimentary player. I think the kid has the makeup to be a franchise player. And I would like for that to be here. He's got the look, the temperament, the swing, the ability. He's well spoken. And no disrespect to people that are not American born, but Baty's an American born player. Something that connects with the fan base a little more so than just a great player. And listen, I don't. If you're good at something, I'll give you credit for whatever it is that you're good at, right? But when it comes to certain things like sensibilities, people connect more with people that are sometimes more like them, right? That's just what it is, right?
Yep.
And so I think Baty has the makeup to have his number up there with other guys like David Wright, Captain America, and others, right? Here's the thing with me and Baty though, and I felt like this since day one, and it frustrates me with Brett Baty when it doesn't happen. I know Brett Baty can't hit elite level pitching, right? I know that already. You're not gonna fool me or convince me otherwise. I've seen enough at bats of Brett Baty over the years where Brett Baty versus Tark Skubal is a mismatch, right? I know Tark Skubal is gonna destroy Brett Baty, right? Here's the thing: Brett Baty against average pitching and below is a monster, right? So it's like one of those things. Brett Baty can still bat 310 and still hit 30 home runs and still driving 100 RBIs because you're only going to see a Tyrone Taylor twice a year, maybe if you're the Mets, right? You're only going to see Paul Skeens maybe, if you're the Mets, maybe 2 to 3 times a year. You're only going to see the upper echelon pitchers maybe 15 to 20 times a year. And if you're Brett Baty and you play 135 games, that means you're probably going to see, more likely than not, 95% of the times you're not going to see elite pitching. Like you may see an elite closer, an elite starter, but the likelihood of you seeing them in the same game is not who has an elite closer and an elite starter at the same time, right? You're not going to have that. And then if one of those elite starters or elite closer is left-handed, Brett Baty's probably going to be subbed out of the game, pinch hit for anyway, right? So it's one of those things with Brett Baty. I have the utmost confidence that he can be a 331 home run guy, a 80, 90, 100 RBI guy, somewhere 85 RBIs per season. My frustration is that he doesn't eat when it's time for him to eat, right? That's my frustration. Like, for instance, give an example, right?
Okay.
When Paul Skeens is on the mound or Tarek Skubal is on the mound, I have no doubt that Mark Vientos has the ability and the confidence to take them deep. Right? I don't care if I don't care if Cy Young was on the mound, right? Swaggy has the ability and the confidence to take any of them deep or have a good at bat. Our thing with Swaggy is I think sometimes he's overconfident in this thing. Like he can hit anybody on it. And so there lies the inconsistency. The thing with Baty is I know he's going to be overmatched at times. I know Brett Baty for his career is not ever going to be a number 3 hitter. He's probably somewhere between a 6 and 7 hitter. Like that's what I think he's destined to be for his career, right? The thing is with Vientos is probably in the same spot, or for an opposite reason, because Vientos proved to you in big moments that the moment is not to, bro, they call him Swaggy. Like legit, the dude, they call him Swaggy V. Like the dude is like probably like when, I don't know if you guys drew a correlation to this or not, and I'm gonna get to today's game, but but just me being long with it about a point. I don't know if Mets fans noticed that over the last 2 to 3 seasons, when the Mets were winning, Mark Vientos was hitting, right? And it's not because he's the best hitter. It's because he adds that juice to your lineup where your stars don't have to be perfect all the time, right? When your stars have to be perfect, like when Luis Robert had to be perfect in Chicago, they sucked. Not because Luis Robert is a bad player, but because it's difficult carrying a team and everything you do has to be perfect, right? And so that's also when it comes to the Brett Baty. Sorry about that. But when it comes to the Brett Baty point, I think Brett Baty will be fine, but he's got to eat off these average to below average pitchers. He's got to.
You mean above him? You're above average.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, when we face average to below average pitching, Brett Baty has to rake, right? For the above average pitchers, like the great pitchers, we'll leave that for Soto, Bichette, Lindor, and all those guys, right? But when it's just average pitching on the mound, Brett Baty, you gotta eat, son. You gotta, because otherwise, why are you here? What why if you're just gonna be inconsistent, non-impact, like I think he's batting like 240 something right now, and it seems like the most inconsistent 240 ever. Right? It's not like 240 with 4 home runs. It's like 240 punch and Judy. You got lucky here. The defense was misplayed. The triple on opening day.
I was gonna get to that in a minute. Off of a elite pitcher. Yes, the guy took a wrong route, but that ball was smoked.
Yeah.
Smoked.
Yeah. But if that's Harrison Beta in the field, you know what that is?
Yeah.
If that's an
right versus a very beyond very good outfielder.
Yeah, is if that ball is hit to Luis Robert, that's a line drive to center field out. Maybe he gets an RBI, but the ball was hit so hard directly at somebody, you don't know if you send the runner right there from third, right? You don't know if you send a runner because it's hard hit right at somebody. The fielder didn't really have to move, right? It's one of those things where you don't know if he gets an RBI.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. I was there for that one that day. That one was smoked. The guy had to run to go get it. So no matter what a run scores, but it was hitting a direct spot. But if it was a taller man, Luis Robert, at least he gets a run in off of scheme. So
right, a sacrifice fly.
Right, no matter what. And he plays multiple positions, and he plays them very well. I'm listening. I hear you.
He can't hit, bro.
But he can't hit.
He's got to hit, bro. That's the reason why he's around. He's not around because he earned the right to be here, bro. He's got to hit, bro. He's got to hit.
And I don't disagree with you that he's got to hit, no doubt about it. He's got to hit, definitely. I'm not going to do the backflip, paint my chest, shave my chest first, by the way, then paint it swaggy across my chest because a man who was, 0 for the spring to this week is coming alive. I'm not. Right. He's got a really, really good and Baty's a better fielder than he is. Now, right. How I feel about both of them. I love them both.
Yeah.
Actually, even though, and I as much as I love Tyrone's arm, I didn't like that Alvarez was out of the lineup tonight after smoking 2 home runs yesterday. Yeah. I think that was not a good look. He should have had a Easter off not a night game.
Right.
But before I jump ahead to that, he's plainly in there because he's a better fielder than either of the other guys are. And you're right. He's got to be able to hit. And we have to have viable people in there to switch from left-handers if he can't hit the left hand.
Right.
But he fought hard to get that position, no doubt about it. If Vientos gets a few more, like I said, if he gets a few more games under his belt, are there any takers for Bichette and Polanco? I'm just saying. Anyway, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't know what happened last year.
Okay.
But I know that they ran the gamut on all of them. The two that are up here are the two that are ready for Major League Baseball, and definitely with you on the has to be able to hit.
Yeah.
And so does Lindor. And I believe that both of them will get going. I do. Right. I believe in it. Of course, I believe more that Lindor will, because we've seen it. He starts off slow. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in it more than I do believe in Baty. But Baty tonight, two hits, 2 runs.
Yeah.
So listen, Vientos, 2 hits, 3 hits, pardon me, 2 runs, RBI. You got to love it. I want them both to succeed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And let's face it, if last year doesn't happen, we don't really need to go out there and chase after
Polanco
a Bichette but I like the idea of Bichette because of the 315, but he would have had to say yes to that DH. Yeah. Because we would have need these 2 guys to be like, you don't have to say nothing to Polanco. Baty, or because Vientos also played a good first base tonight.
Yeah, very good. He came off that bat a lot.
Yeah, he really played very well, especially for a guy. Very deep numbers tonight. Like, our outfield played 6 games in the outfield in their entire life. One person, first time. Another person, second time.
Yeah.
And Benj.
Yeah.
So I look, when I saw Baty go from third to second base, and that's a very hard thing to do.
Right.
I said, all right, my man, do that. Now get hitting. So he gets 2 hits tonight. Let's see how he does. My dream is that they both, because we got to do something with Vientos. He's not, keep him on the bench for pinch hits. If he's going to do that, he's obviously showing he could do that.
Yeah.
Are you going to switch him in for the left-handers that come in? Sure, you could do that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With Baty, if it's a left-hander, Vientos is playing. But would he have played tonight necessarily if Soto wasn't there?
That's the point. Then that's where I am with it, right? Here's the thing. I have both of them over on I'm holding both by their ankles over the Verrazano Bridge. No, not even Verrazano, Triborough Bridge. Triborough Bridge, right.
Yeah.
So And the reason why I say that is because these, we look at them as if they're young. They're not young anymore, bro. These dudes are 25, 26 years old, bro. Right.
Like,
And I'm talking
these
about
aren't the kids now.
yeah, they're not kids anymore. They're not kids anymore. I equate it to Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks. They're not kids anymore. Right. These dudes are young veterans. Right.
Right.
And
Benj is now the kid.
Benj is a kid. AJ Ewing is a kid. Ryan Clifford is a kid. Jacob Reimer is a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the kids now. Alvarez is still a kid, as a matter of fact. Right? Because he started.
He's a kid. He's a kid for sure by age, but he's definitely pushing that. I've been here for a while.
Experience.
No.
Yep. And so the thing the point that I'm getting at is you have Clifford and Jacob Reimer waiting in the wings, right?
Right.
And so for me, Vientos and Baty have to hit 250. They have to be consistent. Tonight was one of those nights where they got good pitches to hit, right?
Yep.
They played in a big, man, people forget how big Pac Bell Park is. Like, Pac Bell Park is so big that they had to bring in their center field is like what, 391? That park is so massive that they had to bring center field. They did that like 15 years ago, bro. It's like, it's not fair. It's like playing in a mall parking lot, right? That's how big
it's called Triples Alley. They got that little triangle in the back in center field. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, because of the cold.
Because of the cold, they have to have a wall there to block. I don't like that. They should they should figure that curve out, because, man, I know Reyes used to tear that park up.
I used to do it on the show.
I was about to bring out I swear to God, you beat me to it. I was going to get the show right now and show you this, and I beat it on this one. I mean, I think that, look, I think something's going to happen. I think the powers to be have really did a disservice to Vientos in a lot of ways. But Vientos has also did a disservice to himself too.
By not being reliable. The thing is,
that's it.
Is we want to trust Vientos, but over the past half season, he hadn't been reliable. Like, we know you can play. We know you can hit. We've seen it. We've seen you at the big moment. We saw him remember him saving us against Philadelphia in the playoffs?
Bro, he raked the playoffs. Before he was raking.
Bro, you remember the Dodgers when the Dodgers came out there to try to put the foot on our neck, and Vientos was the one keeping us in games?
That's where Swaggy came from. Bro,
we know the talent is there, but is he reliable? Like, is your approach right? That's the thing. That's the thing. So pardon everybody if it seems like I'm going off on a tangent. It's not really a tangent. I'm basically saying all this to say, man, it's now or never for these two, because we've traded young talent and optioned young talent to keep these two here. Acuna is not here. Jet Williams is not here. Right. Like the guy we put in the Giants trade last year. I forget his name. I forget the young prospect we traded last year.
I don't remember it off top right now, but I know what you're talking about. They're not here.
Yeah, because we chose Vientos and Baty. And if to prove us right, bro, you gotta hit. Now, and listen, chat, I understand what you're saying. Like, man, yo, why is he killing Vientos? I'm not really killing. Oh, Drew Gilbert. Drew Gilbert is not here. Hey, Joe, thank you for that. Drew Gilbert is not here because we chose to keep Brett Baty and Mark Vientos. Now, listen, I know for the season, Mark Vientos had 17 at-bats and he's got 8 hits. I know this. I know this. I'm there. And I know that Brett Baty has 33 at-bats and it has 8 hits. I understand this, right? I understand that of all, I think the Mets leader in home runs right now is Francisco Alvarez because he hit 2 solo shots last night.
And one on opening day.
And one, yeah. So I understand, all of that, right? But at the same time, you can't have young veterans struggling when you're trying to break in Carson Bench. Like, because if those two guys can't be consistent, now you got to think about what you're going to do with Carson Bench's trajectory. Do you send him down and put a regular, put a veteran in right while Vientos and Baty figure it out?
Well, I think you answered it right there.
Yeah.
You just answered it. You did. If Benj gets sent down, they both play.
I know, but they're playing right now, though, is what I'm saying. And Benj
right, no. I mean, but when Soto comes back, they're not both going to be playing.
Right.
So if Benj gets sent down, I think that's why they worked on both of them in the outfield. I think that's why they worked on both of them at first base.
Right. Because when Soto gets back, do you sit Benj for a little bit and keep a red hot Vientos in the lineup? You see how this starts?
Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough. I think they have decided, and again, it's on both Vientos for sure. The spring was horrendous, and his last year. Let's not forget. Let's just go to this. Let's not forget that he got a name as a rookie in 24. He got a nickname. He was so good that he was penciled in to be our 5th hitter in 25.
Yep.
He's supposed to be the safety net
that you signed
for Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
That is the reason why. And then all of a sudden it was weird. It was like, no, okay, we're gonna put up Nimmo here. No, that's not a good 5th hitter. We got to figure something out. Swaggy was supposed to be that. I think there's a couple things going on. One, he's playing out of necessity. 2, he's hitting the ball, and I think he's working on it day and night because he knows maybe he wants to stay here. He came here, raised here, wants to be here, and he is working on his fielding. He is hitting over 500 or around 500 or whatever that is. And he remembers he was penciled in 5th. If he keeps playing this way, it is hard to make, because I believe they chose Baty. And right now, no matter what, because Baty was able to move to second, move to first, move to outfield, whatever he needed to do, and he was able to do it good with the glove. However, I agree with you. When it comes to left-handers, certain left-handers, and I agree with you on this, good and below, he has to take them to town.
You got to eat, bro.
Yeah, he's got to eat.
Hey, you used to box, right?
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah, well, I didn't box 10 years. I boxed probably about 8 years. I actually did box heavily for 3 years, and then I got on the Chitlin circuit for 7 years. I mean, so maybe 10, but not all. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, right?
I understand.
Yeah, but you remember when you were boxing, right? Certain matches you would get, it was just a guy. in a ring with you, and you like, let me point this dude up, nobody get hurt, and we'll go smoke a cigarette after this. Like you be in a ring with a dude, he know he just a guy, right?
Yep.
And then you get in the ring with him, and you just pat him up, but you don't try to hurt him unless he try to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You make your 4 rounds. You go to the cards, and they be like, yeah, man, Uncle Freezy won. We know Uncle Freezy was gonna win anyway, right? On those type of guys, bro, Brett Baty has to destroy those guys, bro.
First round.
In the ring with Floyd, and we know you gonna lose. When you lose, it don't matter because we know you are overmatched anyway, right? But when you're facing just a guy, Brett Baty, you gotta eat.
Yep. First round.
Yeah, you have to eat, dog. That's what I'm saying. And I'm sorry about using the analogy in that sensitive term, but what I want to highlight in that is Brett Baty doesn't give you the vibe that if in a game 7, runners on first and third and it's do or die, Brett Baty doesn't give you the vibe that he's on equal footing with whoever the best closer is. Edwin Diaz. Say Edwin Diaz is in the game for the Dodgers. Edwin Diaz versus Brett Baty.
I'd rather not use his name, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'm thinking Brett Baty. I'm thinking Brett Baty don't stand a chance against Edwin Diaz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think he does. I just have to see more. I don't know what kind of chance he has. What about Vientos? He has a chance for him?
But here's the thing about Baty. Have you seen it? Ever? Remember, this is a part of the 4th season that we've seen.
Okay.
Like, have you seen it consistently? Has Brett Baty ever gone on a run where he maybe carried the team for like 1 or 2 games? When you're like, oh, I can't wait for Brett Baty to get up.
No, because when they moved and decided on Vientos that year, I think they did them both an injustice, and they figured out that Vientos could hit the ball, but he wasn't the best third baseman. He wasn't what, and they gave him position then, but they knew that Baty could play really, really well, so they gave him more time down in the minors.
Right.
Then he came back up, whatever. I think that was a terrible idea, but at the same token, you want a guy to play all the time.
Right.
So what they did with Vientos this year, I didn't like the way it started out, but I don't think they knew what to do with him because I'm not quite sure he has another option to go back down.
Vientos does not.
Right. So that's why he didn't go down. But as far as Baty goes, like you know, this is like the opposite of what I had to talk to somebody about the other day, that it was only X amount of games, and we're only seeing, you know, what we can see out of this short span of 18 at bats, 18, right? Like, and if that lasts, that's fantastic. But I will say that I'm gonna give you this really quick. Brett Baty, when he finally got the job last year, played 130 games. Okay, had 100 hits, couple triples, 18 homers, 50 RBIs, stole 8 bags, hit 255, and got almost an 800 OPS.
Right.
That's a good year for a young man that they decide to give him a position, in my eyes. 18 homers, 255. To me, it's hard to argue that. I think we're seeing a slow start. I think maybe a lot of that has to do with the fact that he has not, you know, play third, play right field, DH, play over here. He's looking at Bichette like this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why aren't they playing this guy at DH and putting me over there? Because no one could. Because let's say one thing we could definitely say the best third baseman out there on that field is Brett Baty.
It's Brett Baty. Yes, yeah. It's not even close.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's not even close, man. Brett Baty is the guy, right?
Right.
But here's the thing, here's the counter to what I want to say to you about Brett Baty's numbers from last year. You don't draft a guy in the first round and develop him on a first round pick trajectory to be 250, 18 home runs, right? Are the Royals trying to get that out of Bobby Witt, or are the Orioles trying to get that out of Gunnar Henderson? Nah.
But they didn't do the same thing to those guys.
Yeah, well, that's true. Now that's true. Even though they started my guy at third for some reason, which was weird, and then moved him to short. It was weird. He had always been a shortstop. I don't know why they tried to jerk him around at third. But
which one? Witt? You mean?
No, Henderson.
Oh yeah, I remember. I don't know why they tried that. Yeah, that was.
I don't even know what they were thinking by jerking
him around. I agree.
At the same time, though, bro, when you get a guy like that out of high school, like you want to because you draft a guy like when you see a 17-year-old in his senior year, you're thinking like, if everything goes right, man, this guy could be a 300 hitter. You know what I'm saying? The thing with Baty is Baty, of all the guys that we're talking about, of all the draft picks, even Benj. I think Benj was a second round pick, late first. He was like a late first. I think he's either late first, second. So I can't remember. But even
Brett Baty was late first round. I think late first round.
Carson Benj was late. I think Brett Baty was drafted 7th overall in his draft. I think he was like Brett Baty was like top. Brett Baty could have went 5th, I think, or something. So his pedigree is different than the others that are international signings like Francisco Alvarez and guys like that. You expect more out of a draft. You expect, and no disrespect, but it's kind of like how we feel about RJ Barrett and his tenure as a Knick. Like, was he productive? Did we drafted him high? Was he productive as a Knick? Did he give his all? Yeah. And I'm not saying that Brett Baty's career will turn out like RJ's career. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you draft a guy in the top 10, you kind of expect a what's the guy the Astros drafted, the third baseman? He played a shortstop at LSU, but they had a shortstop already and they moved him to third base.
Not Correa?
No, Correa was the guy the shortstop they drafted, and then he moved him to third. And then he left and played for the Red Sox. I don't know where he is right now, but I could see his face, but I can't remember his name. David Smith is in the building. Salute, man. And so just want to say this though. I'm not bashing Brett Baty long term.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I gotta stop thinking about that so I can be here. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm saying is Brett Baty has to Bregman, that's his name, Alex Bregman. Like when you draft
Bregman. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Bregman, but I didn't know why. Okay, Alex Bregman, yes.
Yeah, when you draft a guy that high in a draft, like a Bregman or a Gunnar Henderson or a Bobby Witt Jr. or a Brett Baty, bro, we got to I mean, come on, Brett Baty. This is like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair to put that kind of pressure on him now because that was 7 years ago he was drafted. But dang, bro, it's been 7 years, dog.
I really am. I guess we're seeing it a little different. I'm impressed by him. What is he going to be more than a 20 home run hitter? I mean, let's see. Is he going to get a full year? Because the same that we saw a flash in the pan with the guy, or did we see a guy who's really, really that guy in swag and just had like a sophomore slump and they didn't give him a chance? We're really not talking about the game, tonight's game either. But the fact is, but the thing is this: it's not telling me when he was or when whatever. So I'm not going to look for it anymore. But I'll tell you this: Baty's 26. These guys are no longer the kids. The fact that he moved around to different places is fantastic. I think the answer will be revealed, and the fact that he is sure-handed and could play 1, 2, 3, 4 positions and be your DH, I think is a very important thing to have. All right. At the same token, I'm also rooting. It's kind of like I'm sour on McHale. I'm super sour on McHale.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him. So I'm not sour on either of these young men. I really hope that they both get a chance. I still think that they're looking for suitors for Vientos, but if he keeps doing what he does, they're going to stop doing that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. They're going to definitely, David, definitely. We started off with that. Well, it was really great to see. And it was also great to see Tobias Myers pitch 2 innings.
Yeah.
Because he's like a couple inning guy at least.
It was great for the bullpen.
So
it was great.
I got to tell you what, Peterson makes me nervous, but I think that we have quite possibly the best rotation in baseball. Top 5. If your number 5 is Sanger, yeah. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good.
David,
can we get Peterson? Can we get Peterson to follow suit? I've never been a huge Peterson fan. I have to whisper this part. I've never been a huge Peterson fan, but because know what he does, he'll throw a fantastic game. Like, oh my God, this guy's it's gonna be a no-hitter. It's like what they put today. When in 2000, when we went to the World Series, or the year after, was it that year or the year after? I think it was that year.
The year we lost it. The year
Bobby Jones threw a 1-hit shutout. And John Franco struck out Barry Bonds.
Right.
That just felt so good to say out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
David Peterson, for me, I'm a little bit shaky on Peterson, bro.
Yeah.
I'm shaky on Peterson, bro, because I think if he doesn't get the strike zone, he's gonna get rocked. Like if he's not getting that ball off the plate, if he's not getting that ball right below the plate, you can tell he's like he is the epitome of a crafty lefty. Like if he's not getting certain strikes, bro, and he's got to throw 92 middle, man,
it's out of here. It's still waiting to come down like Tyrone Taylor's home run.
Yeah.
Which was beautiful to see.
Yeah.
And I remember we were talking about this the other day. Like what we're gonna do, Tyrone Taylor. I said, well, the good news is when he's out there, we have a super outfield. But if he can only hit, right, and he can only run, and he can like get on base, and he does. And I just like that everybody follows suit, you know. And again, Lindor.
Oh, let me before you do Lindor, let me do Peterson real quick. So on the Peterson thing,
Okay.
Peterson is like if there's a guy, and to be honest, with you, if you ask me which guy in the rotation is on the thinnest ice of all 5 starters, we know we know that Peralta's not on thin ice. You know that McLean's not on thin ice. The way that Clay Holmes pitched tonight, you know he's not on thin ice, right? Man, Senga, you know he's not on thin ice at all, bro. He's probably like maybe the most dominant of everybody that we've seen thus far. It's early. It's only, 2 starts?
Right. You know the best part of that?
Huh?
So you're right. Peterson is on the thinnest of ice. He's on the type of ice where in the movies it starts to crack a little bit. His ice is cracking.
Right. Yeah.
It's been cracking. And then you get low and you gotta crawl.
Yeah. You gotta put up your help sign because you can't move.
Right.
You don't want to just disintegrate. But David Peterson's starts. He pitched against a hapless Pittsburgh team in game 2 of the season, right? And then was that Friday night? Was that yesterday? Or that he couldn't get the couldn't get the curveball over for a strike, and they were waiting on his fastball changeup.
Waiting.
Yeah. So it's that. I think the spots are probably like, I think David Peterson is like 3 or 4 more starts away from, because he's a good pitcher, but his confidence. You know how you play the show and there's an energy meter and then there's a confidence meter.
Yep.
David Peterson is like, he's got the energy meter good. It's just when he knows that they're sitting on his fastball, he won't throw it.
Yeah, he's like, definitely not a pitcher, thrower. I'm trying to figure out what he is. Like this guy, like Holmes pitched tonight.
He pitched tonight.
He pitched. Is Peterson throwing? And because when I think of pitching, if you could do both, that means that you could hit the black of them, right?
Yeah.
If they try to challenge it, it's going to have a piece in the box. Right. You know,
right?
He doesn't have that to me. The thing about Clay Holmes is it's 2-0 now. He went 7, and let's not forget, I say it every time, this is a revised bullpen man who had started a few back in the days and said, I could do it. We signed him, and he's been solid. You know, solid.
Yeah.
I think today, I don't care, it's 4 strikeouts, 3 hits, and 2 walks with 4 strikeouts in 7 innings. Give me that every time.
He kept them off balance, bro. He knew exactly when to throw that off-speed pitch, right? Like he knew exactly when to dot the outside corner with the fast, because his fastball can't break wind, right? I think his fastball is what, 95? I think he's what, 94, 95? Yeah. Yeah, Clay Holmes his fastball can't break wind. Like, we're not looking at a flamethrower. We're looking at a crafty guy, right? We're basically looking at a better version of Chris Bassett, like a guy that knows how to pitch and has stuff, but not elite stuff. But he takes the stuff that he has and is a great pitcher. He's a great chef with the ingredients that he has, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's all heart too. He's all heart.
Yeah, guts, bro. Guts,
bro. For sure.
But my guy Peterson though, and well, let me finish with Holmes. Holmes had a great season last year. He just had a few starts at the end of the season where you could tell he ran out of gas. Right? You could tell he ran out of gas late in the season, and his ball didn't dart the way that you'd like for it to, and so it led to his numbers maybe looking inflated. But there was a stretch where he was like maybe in the top 5 in Cy Young, right? Because he was that good over. I think he was that good just going 5 innings. He was like really good. But when you go 5 innings, that means your bullpen has to go 4 innings, bro. And that's where a lot of things, you couple that with bad defense and untimely hitting, and your great performance gets overlooked because of the way the season ended.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with that. And I think that they're going to have to sit a Tobias Myers the day before games for him. But then again, maybe they have to do it for Peterson even more now. I don't. That's the problem. Let me tell you. The goods out of this game are that Vientos hit well. Baty hit well. Bichette came through with a runner in scoring position. It looks like his bat's starting to come alive a little bit. That looked all right. Obviously, when your $800 million all-star goes down, and the guy who comes in, who's a way better defender, hits a 3-run home run. By the way, do you know who scored on that? Vientos and Baty were the 2 people on base. Vientos hit again, like I said, and then Tyrone Taylor again with the single, and Baty comes in on that because he's also on base. And Terens, no matter what anybody says, is a guy that I'm always okay. I wanted Alvarez tonight. I thought the day off should have been tomorrow because usually Senga likes Terens to pitch to.
Right.
So I didn't like that. And Alvarez just came off of a monstrous game. He probably would have followed with another one, which would just keep pushing him to do more and more and more and more.
I'm gonna just say this to that point because the bat was great. He was on the pitching, man. His defense was trash yesterday, bro. There was a pass ball he gave up, bro. I'm like, bro, this is first grade pitch and catch right here, bro. Like so here's your glove, everybody. This is basically what I'm saying. He's on one knee. Your thumb is parallel to the ground, right? You're the catcher, your thumb parallel to the ground, right? The ball starts sliding this way, and instead of turning your glove this way, thumb up, just catch it and accept the ball, right? He continues to slide this, and his elbow and glove is outside the frame, and it's a pass ball. Alvarez, you lazy as fuck. You lazy for that.
Yeah, you was about to give him the other thing. All right.
You lazy, bro. The Alvarez was lazy for that, bro. I think they got to send. I think they have to send a message to Alvarez about his defense, bro. Like I get calling the game and all that stuff because the Mets are an organization where the catchers don't call the game. The pitches come from the dugout. We talked about that before the season started, right? The pitch call come from the dugout. So the catcher is not calling the game. All he's doing is relaying the thing to the pitcher, right? With all the load they're taking off of you, bro, instead of you rotating, all it takes is for you to rotate your glove, right?
Yep.
He did this, and the ball gets by him, gets over hits the tip of his glove, goes to the thing, and Terrence, you'll never see Terrence make a mental error.
Terrence is top 1% of defensive catching,
right?
And that includes keeping runners on, throwing runners out, dropping to a knee, not letting the pass ball.
Right. Yeah, I think they need to send a message to him like, "Hey, man, these things matter. We know your bat is electric, bro. We know your bat is electric, bro. But come on, man. It's as simple as the ball is outside the frame. Can you at least move your legs and scoot over, right? Or turn your glove?
I don't want to be disrespectful, but like, can we just eat a little more broccoli?
Yeah, like can we?
Because I need to,
bro. Like,
I need to. I know it. So,
and Alvarez, everybody. Yeah, Alvarez is probably my favorite young player. Alvarez is my favorite young player. Everybody, I think.
I thought Baty was.
I don't know, bro. I saw this kid named Andrew Ewing Jr. and I think he might wear 33 for the Mets.
He better wear. I'm petitioning,
bro.
Would you sign it if I send it around?
Yeah. No, I'll take it. I'll carry it around for you.
All right, let's carry it around. We'll have two.
Yeah.
We'll have two.
Yeah. His defense, man, and pitch framing in that Giants game. I'm like, I understand the one knee thing, bro, and I know you have an electric arm, bro. But we got to keep the simple things, bro. Like we can't be lazy about simple things, bro.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
and I think that he does that. He. I was told something interesting the other day. Sorry about that, my daughter. There's a certain level of locked in that a certain age group doesn't have at this particular moment.
Oh boy, Grandpa.
I am about to be a grandpa, by the way. Anyway, I just found. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so, and I see it. I believe it. It's possible, but you don't see it in every single one. Ben started with his hair on fire. Now I'm nervous about him. I can't lie. I can't lie. I'm nervous about him. But
right, so let's do the binge thing. We'll have the Carson Benj conversation. He is trying to do too much.
Way too much.
Yeah, he's trying to do too much. Hey, bro, it's a contact sport. Make contact.
Right. Just make contact.
Yeah.
You're fast. You're crafty. Just make contact. You got a good arm. Just hit the ball.
Yeah. One of the things an old man told me one time, and I didn't believe it at the time, but now as I get older and become more of that old man, I believe it. He's like, yo, it's better to struggle some and work your way towards success so that you can appreciate it than to have success early and can't find your way out of a struggle, is what he told me.
Say that one more time so I could absorb it.
So it's better, and this is his quote, not mine. I'm giving this guy credit for saying this to me.
Right.
Right. He said, it's better to struggle at first and then find success because you appreciate the success more than to have success early and cannot find your way out of a struggle. And
I totally understand that. I get that so much.
The reason why I say that though is Carson Bench hit a home run in his first game as a Major League Baseball player. And ever since that moment, he's looked like dog water at the plate.
Yeah.
Ever since that moment, bro, his at-bats have looked like crap. Right?
They have 2 poop emojis and nothing. Yo.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. And you know what? The ironic thing is, if they sent them down and they brought up somebody else and that person wasn't, I wonder if that's true or not.
Right. Joe said it. I'm gonna go with it. Joe, that sounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it, Joe. I'm gonna go with it too, and it's probably true. Mine, Joe, are usually fortune cookies. But I keep them because I love what they say on them, and they also got lotto numbers on the back. Dingo. So the deal is this: I don't think they would go down below. I don't think they would do that to him. I think that would ruin him if they sent him down and brought somebody else up that's really fast and give him a shot. I think he's next, and they're not going to make the same mistakes they did with Vientos and Baty. And I think if anything, they send him down, and those Vientos and Baty, Vientos stays, and they both play. Okay. The only thing is they're going to have to call somebody up to play on the bench.
Yeah.
I
think the injury to Soto is very helpful for Bench right now. Right? Because I think they would have given him a couple of days off by now if Soto wasn't hurt. Right? Like
right.
Instead of I think you probably have Baty and Wright. I think you probably go with Soto, Robert or Taylor, and Baty and Wright, and then Vientos as your first base / DH, depending on how Polanco is with his Achilles injury.
Well, that's another thing. I thought if they were going to give Robert came back, Soto was out.
Yeah,
we know that Benj has a great arm out there, but he's struggling at the plate.
Yeah.
We also know that he's a center fielder over left fielder, but we also know that Taylor is a center fielder.
Yeah.
I thought tonight would have been a perfect game. Again, I'm going to say this one more time. I know I overdid it, but even though Trent's got a hit, an RBI, and a run, I think he would have been best kept for tomorrow, keeping Alvarez in that spot behind Lindor, right? And maybe sitting like moving people around. You got Young played for the first time ever in left field tonight.
Right.
Ever. Right? Why didn't Taylor start the game? Because we were down Soto and we wanted more. We wanted more power, and Young had like one game that he hit really deep. I think that it would have been good for bench. Taylor starts the game. Bench could sit.
Yeah.
Alvarez is in the game for power. I hear Joe. I hear you. They're like this when I do it. It's like right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, listen. It's also nice, by the way. Let's not overlook this. Simeon, 2 more hits
Let
after
me say this to your point.
after the home run.
Just to speak to the point that you were making just now. I think Mendoza. Right. I think it worked out fantastic for Mendoza, because what you're saying makes sense, but I don't know if it accidentally worked out or if it's genius, right? Either way, it worked out. You beat the Giants 9-0, right? And you get contributions from guys who are struggling. Simeon, Baty a little bit. Vientos was on fire. Tyrone Taylor can't hit. It's the reason why he's an everyday player, but he had a 3-run homer tonight, right?
He did. He did. And he got 2 hits and a 3-run homer. Yep.
Yeah. So. And Bo Bichette is starting to hit the baseball.
In wrist.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
with wrist.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I don't know if Mendoza is all of a sudden he's Joe Torre. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden he's Tony La Russa, or if
Davey Johnson.
If he got lucky. Right. I don't know if he got lucky or not. But it worked. You know what I'm saying? That line out there, we beat a team 9-0. You shut out a major league baseball team. That's tough to do.
No, that's very tough to do. I think there was a combination of it. San Francisco. All right, there's a couple things I want to touch on before we wrap, right? And I just want to say this. Number one, Polanco could have sat down tonight. You want Young to play, fine, but put Taylor in the outfield. Put Young at somewhere else. Let bench sit, because he's an 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. I know you need to play to hit, and no playing DH with his leg, with injury, his whatever is going on with him. I think that while he was playing, he was hitting harder. Now that he's just at the DH, he's not. I think it was a combo tonight. And let's not forget something about Joe Torre real quick. Joe Torre played for the Mets, played for the Yankees, went to the Yankees. He was a terrible coach before he got there. And then he got there, and they had a good team, and they brought along. And I always thought we should have did this for this young coach, who I think is so-so. I'm not huge on our coach. He's so-so. They brought for Torre, they gave him Don Zimmer.
Yeah.
A lifetime baseball. And Mel Stoudemire.
Yep.
Where is our Don Zimmer and Mel Stoudemire? Because I think that's what he needs.
To your point, bro, we've got our pitching coach. It might be the youngest pitching coach in baseball. The guy we got from the Red Sox.
Yeah, he's 14.
Yeah, he's. He can't even drive. Like our pitching coach is so young, he can't even drive, bro. Like our pitching coach might be younger than David Peterson, bro.
He might pitch better too. Yeah, he obviously does. That's fine. Listen, I think a combination was a great win. Terrible defense from San Francisco. Terrible. If you think we had a first base issue to work out, woo.
Yeah.
Boy, They are. You talking about a guy who needs to be a DH?
Yeah. And he looks like he's too big for first base, bro.
Oh, he just doesn't right. He doesn't look right at first base.
Yeah, he don't look like an athletic infielder. He doesn't look like a corner. He looks like yeah,
stocky version of Mo Vaughn.
Yeah, it's like remember when Dave Winfield lost his range? Remember he used to play left field, right? And when Dave Winfield lost his range, you couldn't move on to first base, bro. You had to just DH him.
Yep.
Like there was no transition for Dave Winfield because he was too big.
Right. They tried everything. He was in right field, went to left field, and
yeah.
But the one thing I will say about Dave Winfield, now I'm not, and this is definitely not those guys' pod, but
Yankees suck anyway.
He was drafted right. He was drafted in every sport, not three. People are wrong. He got drafted by a other country for all four sports.
Yeah.
So when he lost it, he lost it.
Yeah, he couldn't.
I think that it happens to everybody. Keith says it all the time. I lost it, and they sent me to hell. Oh, I mean Cleveland.
Oh, I mean Cleveland, right?
That's what he says. They sent me to hell. Oh, I mean Cleveland. They don't. Yeah. Well, I don't. Joe, if you're talking about on the other side of town, I always thought that was just let them be themselves. But if you're talking about here, all I would like here is, let me tell you something. In '86, anybody old enough to see that Davy Johnson, who actually hit the last out to Cleon Jones, came here, did a phenomenal job, argued for us, moved people to the right places. We went out and got Lee Mazzilli too old to play and Rusty Staub, but he knew when to play them. He knew when to do. We had a guy named Danny Heap who had to play right field, and they threw him in there, knew where to put Mookie at. But the thing is, he had good first base coach, good third base coach, and great pitching coaches and bench coaches. Stoudemire, Harrelson.
Yeah.
So I think this guy's lacking that. But overall, tonight I give this game, for the most part, I'm going to give this game a B, and I'm going to give Clay Holmes a A. He pitched a great game. I'm going to give Myers the same thing. I like Myers a lot, by the way. I think he is one of our better relievers by far.
Let me throw a rock in your shoe.
Vientos 3 for 5, Baty 2 for 5, Bichette 2 for 5, Simeon 2 for 3, Taylor 2 for 3. Love it.
Has Major League Pitching figured out Francisco Lindor?
No. I just think that we haven't figured out how not to get emotional and worried on the first day of baseball. Yeah, the very first day. Oh my God, this guy struck out twice. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw. This is why I'm not saying that he's a bum. Right? I'm not saying Lindor is a bum. That's not what I'm saying.
That's sacrilegious.
Yeah. What I will say though is when I see Lindor strike out, it's not because he doesn't recognize pitches. He recognized the pitches and the speed and everything. He's on it. He's just late.
Yeah, he's late.
Tonight, when you saw him strike out, it's not because those change-ups had him confused, like, oh my God, what is it?
Nah.
He recognized it. He just was off. He was late.
Almost lazy. Almost like Alvarez lazy a little bit. It felt lazy.
And to be honest, I'm not saying that Lindor is losing his swing, right? I'm saying like legit he's on it, but for some reason, because every time you see Lindor, see, it's not like Bo Bichette who will watch a ball on the outside corner for strike 3, right? Like Bo Bichette, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Like Bo Bichette, come on, bro. Most of your hits this season have been either balls pulled to the left field line or opposite field shots that you just hit the opposite way. You're not hitting really much stuff up the middle. So when that ball's on the outside corner, you just watched it, checked out, and went back to the dugout. And so, you know what I'm saying? So with Bichette, I'm like, Bo Bichette, how do you watch strike 3? Right?
Yeah, I get it.
And tonight, bro, and the other night too, the guy in Pittsburgh. Tonight, our top 3 batters all struck out twice. Lindor, Bichette, and Polanco. And then against that pitcher in Pittsburgh, the one that watched us, bro, he struck out the top 3 batters twice in the same night, bro. And so it's like, yo, what are y'all doing? How are we striking out so much?
Yeah, I told you from jump. I think this batting order needs to be pushed back. It needs to be pushed back. Period. Okay. And I think that some things need to change. We had 2 years of it now, right? This is our second year of Soto, and then we have how many years now has Chet? How many years, if you don't know this, has Soto been leading off? Because remember, he didn't. Nimmo did.
Yeah.
Is it 3 years? Is it 2 years?
I think it's 1 year for Soto. I think it's 1 year for Soto.
Well, no, Soto's hitting second for 1 year, but how long has Lindor been leading off for the Mets?
You're talking about Lindor. I thought you were saying Soto.
Yeah. No, Soto's been hitting second the whole time he's been here.
Yeah.
Lindor. Yeah. How long has he been leading off?
That's interesting.
Because I think he slumped. He got booed his first year here.
Yeah.
In April.
Yep.
That man gets hot. He can carry you all the way to the playoffs.
All summer, bro.
All summer. And he will. And he will.
Yeah.
With Baty and Vientos and Bichette and Soto and Robert Jr., who runs down the thing at the foot. It looked like he's doing a 440 and 1.1. He just, I like our team.
Right.
And the only thing is this, listen, when we won 9-0, I wish we were 9-0 right now. We're not, but we won. We should celebrate, no doubt. A fact. Yep. But that definitely wasn't on Soto. Soto had the best year of his entire career, David Smith.
Yeah.
His entire career. He definitely deserves an A. Hey, Dave, if you're not old enough to remember the 86, what was your favorite team? I'm just interested to know. Because 24 Joe, that's what I thought. So that was the year that he started leading off, was in 24.
I'll tell you my favorite Mets team, and you're going to think I'm crazy. I think so.
I already think you're crazy. I already think you're crazy, bro. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm crazy. So it doesn't matter. Okay.
Game recognized game, right? I'm crazy, bro. I can't help it, right? So I think the '86 team, I think, is the de facto favorite team for a lot of Mets fans because the '69 Mets was way before a lot of our time.
Right.
I was an arm baby, maybe walking, and so whatever the 73 team felt like a better team, but the A's beat them in Game 7, right? So, but the thing about that is that's another heartbreaking thing, bro. Like,
I don't know.
Reggie, a dude named Reggie Jackson, bro, a dude named Reginald Martinez.
I know about it.
In the World Series, bro, you can't. It's just something about Reggie Jackson in the World Series. The Yankees.
And '88, a dude named Gibson.
I like that '85 team, bro. Remember the '85 team?
Of course, I remember the '85 team. The '85 team was, believe it or not, was a better team. In different ways, not a more complete team, but a better team in different ways.
Yeah, the pitching.
I like '85 too.
Our young players didn't come through enough in '85.
Right, and they weren't ready yet, and one of them didn't come up yet fully.
And we
remember, and Gooden came up.
Who did?
They got Rookie of the Year, Cy Young.
Okay.
And he went like, if you didn't get to see it, Dave, man, you please watch a lot of tape on it, David. It's so I like the 2015 team as well.
You said 85. I didn't hear who you said came up in 85.
Oh, so in '85, I believe we got Keith that year. Or was that the year he got the?
No, we got Keith the year before that. He re-signed agent for '85. We traded for him in '84. He played that year, then he re-signed in '85.
Re-signed in '85, right? Okay. I think Strawberry came up that year. Doc came up the year after.
Right. So Strawberry came up September of '83, and then played in or '82, and then played '84. Doc came up in '80. Remember, Doc won Cy Young in '85. 85.
85. He went 20-3 or something.
He got robbed in '84 because they don't give the Cy Young to rookies, bro, for some reason.
Right. He got the Rookie of the Year. He got everything else. He didn't get the Cy Young. But he literally had a 1.9 ERA. He went 21-4. It was ridiculous. The man hit 2, and this is when pitchers hit National League. I don't know if anybody here too young remember that, but I'll tell you my favorite team. And one day on Say It Loud, which we'll do soon, I'm going to go over. So prepare yourself in the chat. I want you to prepare yourself. I'm going to do an all best team, but I'm going to do 3 of them because I don't think it's fair. Like, we'll have the best one, then we'll have the second best one, and we'll have the third best one.
Right.
So prepare yourself to know it because it's not fair because I love Dwight Gooden's my favorite pitcher ever. But Jacob deGrom is right behind him. For a lot of people, Seaver's their best pitcher ever.
Yeah.
And Dwight Gooden's right behind him. Or Nolan Ryan's right behind him.
Right.
The Mets, man. How you let go of Nolan Ryan? Seaver. Anyway, but my favorite team, if they had pitching, we would have won for sure. We wouldn't even went to 7 games. And Beltran would never have had that bat on his shoulder. That 2006 lineup might be the best lineup they've ever had top to bottom history. Top to bottom.
Paul LaDuca was clutch that season, bro.
Clutch, and he batted 8th.
Yep, he was clutch that season, bro.
I would see Paul LaDuca in Long Beach, Long Island on a regular basis, all skied up, dancing like this. Look, all night. Yo, I'm telling you, he was clutch, except for one night, man. We were down 9-3, and my man had to work at 4 in the morning, but I talked him into staying.
Right.
And we scored 5 runs in the 9th inning, and Paul LaDuca came on bases loaded and popped up first pitch. Mother sucker. I couldn't believe it.
That thing make you mad, bro.
Oh, I was so mad. My man was mad, but he was excited. We almost won it. That 06 lineup, top to bottom, was my favorite team. And then also the one with like 99, 2000 with Alfonso and Piazza and
Mike Hampton.
And Hampton, and I could go on and on and on. Ray Ordonez and
Todd
Ventura.
Todd Zeal there? No.
Who there?
Todd Zeal.
Todd Zeal. Yeah, but Robert Ventura, that was the year that Robert Ventura hit the Grand Slam single.
Yeah, the grand single. Yeah.
And Ventura played third, right? He played third for that team, right?
Who did?
Ventura.
Yeah, he played third. Yeah.
Zeal came next year. No, Zeal was on the bench on that team.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
That's what I thought, because I thought we had Olerud, Zeal, and Ventura all at the same time, or maybe it's the same time frame. Maybe it's just the same time frame.
No, it was a time frame because I think Zeal came in because Ventura left. Remember, he left shortly after that season. Zeal came, played third, and then it became Piazza, Olerud, Alfonso, Ordonez, Zeal.
And Zeal played first.
Olerud played first for both Zeal and for Ventura.
Okay.
At third, but they both played third, but different years.
Okay.
And yeah, he started in 24. And what happened in 24? We went to two games away from the World Series. I think he needs to get pushed back. He's starting to get a little bit older. Even though he's fast, I think he'd be more suited, a little deeper in the lineup. So I would like to, I don't know, we got to find somebody. You know who might not be a bad leadoff hitter? I'm just saying. Maybe Robert Jr. I don't know. There's a lot to think about. If Carson Benj was hitting every day, I'd say him. Yeah. And I'd like to separate them, by the way.
Yeah, and the thing with Lindor is I'm not saying he's a bad hitter. I'm saying that he works the pitchers now. Like, I think he's got 10 walks already. Like, he's on pace to have like 100 walks, right? Yeah. And then if that bat catches up, like the way he works the pitchers now, like, is incredible to watch. My only thing is there's something about that changeup that has him befuddled, right? Because he's getting around on the fastball late, and then he's late on the changeup, which means he has the ability to hit both, but maybe he's not recognizing both out of hand. Because if you're late on the fastball, you can usually hit the changeup, right? But if you're late on both, that means you're probably not recognizing which pitch is which. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. No, I 100%. I understand. 100%.
It's one of those things with Lindor, I think, because I saw him strike out on a changeup, and I'm like, bro, not only did you strike out on it, that pitch wasn't close enough for you to swing at. Like, did you think that was a fastball? And then it turns out to be a changeup. You're on it, but you don't hit it, right? So is it like a deal? Basically, Lindor needs to get his eyes checked. I'm joking, everybody. I'm joking, everybody.
He just needs to get going.
He needs to get those Darryl Porter goggles. He needs to get some of those Horace Grant goggles.
Oh my God, the Horace Grant goggles are super thick though. Yeah. Oh man.
Because I would say the difference is when you watch Benj at bats, he's not looking at those pitches long enough to even. He's just like see ball, hit ball. That's what he's. Fastball, and it's like a slider. He's like, dog, that ball was so far out of the zone. You committed too early, right? You was just swing at anything that came. You would have swung at a frisbee if he threw it up there. Right? Maybe he saw a bug or something. Right, but with Lindor, I think the pitch recognition is there through experience. Plus, he's just a great player, right? But him making contact, right, like.
Yeah.
And his still 370 with all the strikeouts. With him batting 170 something, his OPS is still 370 something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, the guy hit 2 triples already. The guy, whatever. He's definitely taking a lot more walk, a lot more plate discipline. And Dave, John Oler was a superb first baseman. He injured himself, I believe, when he was younger, and wore that helmet at first base. I think he got hit in the ear. Yeah. It was very unique. But while he was a Met, he toyed around, and a Blue Jay.
Yeah.
He toyed around with hitting 400 twice in his career.
Yeah. Was Sean Green the right team? You remember Sean Green?
Yeah, Sean Green. I remember him because he used to do this commercial. It was a Jewish commercial. He's Jewish. Yeah, it was a Jewish commercial for like Happy Hanukkah to all my Mets fans out there. So I'll never forget. I remember Sean Green. He came from Arizona.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. My brain is filled with like. I can't tell you what I did yesterday, but I can tell you that.
But I could tell you what color shorts Mike Tyson used to box in.
Right. All the time.
Yeah, I can remember.
Yeah.
I remember all this stuff that no one person should know, right? But
right.
But on the thing about Lindor batting leadoff, I think there is an element of he's one of the best hitters in baseball. Mm-hmm. He's one of the smartest players in baseball.
Yep.
Right. And he knows what to do. He's got great baseball instincts.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like Ricky Henderson is not a free agent, right? You can't just go out and find Ricky Henderson right now. But
you can't. Right.
The best player, the best leadoff guy for your team, where you have the least amount of questions, is Lindor. Because anybody else that you put in that spot, you'll have questions. Like if you put Baty in that spot, you're like, what if they start a lefty? Now, do you sit Baty and go with another leadoff hitter?
You can't switch your leadoff hitter.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And Lindor is a switch hitter. You know what I'm saying?
And right, he's perfect in all ways. I agree. I think when we got Marte, the idea that Sterling Marte was supposed to be our leadoff hitter, fast, right? And then he lost a step, got hurt. That all changed.
Yeah.
Because Nimmo stepped back. The thing is that Nimmo had great plate awareness, but he never stole bases.
He never.
Yeah, part of
You're
being a
fast
first
and don't use
baseman.
it. He was fast and didn't use it. He
He
was
just,
Brett Gardner. Remember Brett Gardner for the Yankees?
yeah. But I don't really watch Yankees. I remember, ever. But I remember Brett Gardner. Yes. So, damn, you brought the Yankees up a lot today, man.
Yeah,
That's
something about Yankees suck.
yeah, Yankees suck.
But to the 85 team, just real quick, the reason why we didn't win in 85 is because
Yeah,
we kept losing to a team called the Montreal Expos.
yeah.
Right?
With Gary Carter.
Yeah, they had a center fielder. I think his name was Marquise Grissom. I think that was his name.
I don't think Grissom was there yet.
Was it? Or was it Andre Dawson? Andre Dawson might have been his
I think, okay, now you're talking 85.
85.
Marquise Grissom was a 90s player.
Okay.
So in 85, it had to be Dawson. It had to be
Tim
Gary
Raines.
Carter. It had to be Tim Raines. Actually, could have been that
traded
center
for Gary
fielder.
Carter. We traded for Gary Carter. We had Gary Carter in 85.
Right in 85, did we trade in 85 to get him?
Yeah, we traded for him. He started the 85 season with us.
Right. He started right. Oh, so we did that in the summer or off season?
In the off season, yeah. Yeah.
They had Vladimir Guerrero. They had
that's how we signed. That's the story, bro, of how we kept Keith Hernandez. Because Keith Hernandez was like, man, I don't want to sit here and play with all these kids. He's like, nah, bro, we got a trade brewing with the Montreal Expos. We just hadn't announced it yet. Waiting on you. You signed the paper, we traded for Gary Carter. He signed the paper, we trade for Gary Carter.
Yep. Instantly.
Yep. So.
And by the way, Vladdy wanted to come here. The original Vladdy, Daddy Vladdy, was the monster. And I always wanted him to come here. He wanted to come here. Lindor has played almost every game since he's been here. He has played the first year got hurt 161, 160, 152, 160. All right. He's hit 31, 33, 31, 26. Shortened season 20. Yo, this guy, and then he started stealing bases. He really didn't steal. Then he started 16, then 31, 29, 31. When he was in Cleveland, he didn't steal that. He stole 22, 25. So, and his average in 24 was like 22, one of his best years. And that was the only year in 22 with the Mets. He had 26 home runs and 107 RBIs.
Yeah.
The next year he had 31 with 98 RBIs. So he only cracked 100 RBIs once, and that was with the Mets.
Yeah.
But I would love to see him because in 24 he hit 275, 22, 270, 254, 270. I'm rounding up by two numbers. Last year, you got to put that man. I really believe that this man, even though he's fast and he can do that thing, I would like to see him in the 2-hole. I would like to see Soto in the 4-hole, and somebody that can protect him in the 5-hole.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that 3.
I think that's Luis Robert. We just gotta give him some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe Luis Robert leads off. We'll see. He's fast enough to do it.
He's fast for sure. Let me ask you this before we wrap up, man. Just real quick. Just want to ask you this.
All right.
In your mind, what's the greatest trade in Mets history? For the Mets, the greatest trade for the Mets.
Oh my, that would take too long because there's so many great ones. All right. So that was one of the things I was going to do on the Shea Belt. I'm going to name a couple now, and we'll do it anyway. part of me wants to say Keith Hernandez.
Okay.
Because Keith Hernandez, 9-time Gold Glover, was the captain, right?
Yeah.
A great hitter. Part of me wants to say Piazza, because that was just epic, and what he did changed our team. There's even a case to be made for Cespedes.
The Cespedes trade was crazy, bro.
Crazy. Did we sign Beltran, or did we trade? We signed him, right?
We signed him. How
did we get Delgado?
I forgot.
I have to look it up. Man, that's a really tough one, because like Pedro was a good one. Well, in my lifetime, it would have to be consequential to me in my lifetime.
Right.
So it would either be Hernandez or Piazza. And I know people like Olerud were real important and stuff like that, but I'm trying to think of some pitchers too, because we had some good pitchers that came through. Frank Viola, Brett Saberhagen. They were kind of at the end of their years, but they played good for us in 87, 88.
Right.
I'm gonna think, you know what? I need a little more time on that. I don't think that's a direct.
So wait. Okay, all right. So I think there's a little bit of bogusness in the chat. Chat, y'all keep it a stack, right? Come on, chat. Keep it real with me, man. Don't shoot me the gas, chat. We was legit sitting here talking about Francisco Lindor. Y'all know how we got Francisco Lindor? In a trade.
Yeah, for two shortstop,
great young shortstop prospects. Yep. And a third one. And the other guy was, so it was for our major league shortstop, our AAA shortstop, and our AA shortstop, all in the same trade, basically.
It was.
The one with the beard. What's our fourth shortstop was the one with the beard, with the huge beard. And
he's still playing. Rosario.
No, not Rosario. Not Rosario.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that we kept and we loved him, and he played everywhere around the thing.
Yeah.
And his beard was bigger than his face.
Yeah.
Luis Guillorme.
He was our fourth shortstop, bro.
Had probably the best hands out of all of them.
All of them. He just couldn't hit at the time. He just couldn't hit.
He was a slap hitter that got the ball maybe slapped a couple times ever. So,
but if you put him next to Lindor at second base, bro, your defense was elite up the middle, bro. I mean,
yeah,
you played him at third base, bro. Him and Lindor on one side of the infield, bro. Your defense was elite on that side, bro.
I agree.
Yo,
so Lindor, I didn't even think about that. Lindor is definitely in the conversation.
Yeah,
I think though, when it comes to, we have to be real. Like I don't. That's a good one, Joe. Trading Dickey for Syndergaard and Deno. But Dickey, don't forget, Dickey was a Cy Young Award winner that year before, even though we didn't do nothing with. We went to the World Series with Syndergaard, though. That was crazy. I can't believe that. And remember, Dickey was like 42, and we got both those guys.
Yep.
And he was a Cy Young Award winner. He was like 20-4 that year, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy. And he hit the Braves twice, I think.
I think
the Braves twice. That was crazy.
Yeah, yo. And he threw like 6 or 7 one-hitters that year.
Yeah.
Crap like that.
Yeah.
Gary Carter. I'm going to give you a couple. I'll give you a couple. I don't know. Lindor's up there. I'm going to give you just 5 off the top of my head. I'm going to go. I'm gonna say Keith Hernandez is probably number 1.
Yeah,
I think that he came over here and
changed the culture immediately.
Right, and Carter was a trade, right?
Gary Carter was a trade. Hubie Brooks,
right.
Bro.
So it's Carter and Hernandez. One in 1A. They're together for me. They're the 2 best trades for me, because one was a perennial home run hitting, defense playing Christian monster, though. He had the monster, the crazy. Well, you don't want to say he had the monster. That's not a good thing. But he was tough, and I remember that because that team fought everybody, and Carter would tackle the guy halfway to the mound every damn time. So Carter and Hernandez, Lindor, Lindor definitely is in the top of that. Piazza is in the top 5.
You leaving one out, bro. I gotta jog your memory.
I'm leaving one out.
Yeah,
If Delgado came in a trade, then I don't think he's in the top 5, but he is in the top 10.
Not that one. I'm gonna just set the scene for you. There's a year in AAA where the Mets have an outfield of a young outfielder that can young fleshy outfielder named Carlos Gomez, right? You have Timo Perez, you have a Lastings Millage, right? You have all these guys in your AAA outfield, right? So you have a surplus. So what the Mets do in 2008 is they package a starter, Philip Humber. He was good for us. We like Philip Humber, right?
I know where you're going.
Yeah, we packaged Carlos Gomez, right? Because who do you keep? Like, who's the most attractive to the Twins? Is it Lastings Millage or Carlos Gomez?
And don't forget, Gomez was being compared to Reyes in speed in a straight line. Around the bases, it was Reyes, but straight line, it was Gomez.
That's when the Mets were bringing up their young talent and things of that sort, right? Because it could have been Wright, Gomez, Matsui, and list goes on and on, right?
Just faster. Yes.
But here is, so they put Carlos Gomez in a trade for a young Cy Young winner named Johan Santana.
Johan Santana is in my I was gonna get there. Johan Santana, the only no-hitter in Mets history. And I want to tell you something very funny about that. It was June 1st, I want to say 2010, 12?
Yeah, 2012. Yeah.
12. June 1st. I got a music studio upstairs. I live in a different house. That's my ex-wife's birthday. We're all hanging out. He's throwing this no-hitter. I looked at her and I said, I'm sorry. And I went right up to my studio. I locked my door behind me and I stood there like this. And then when I came down, I just put on some Spanish music and started dancing with her and spinning her around and stuff. I said, happy birthday. I got Santana to throw a no-hitter for you. So I'll always remember that.
And I think it happened the same day Chris Bosh hit 6 threes against the Celtics to keep the Miami Heat from losing to the Celtics in the playoffs. It was a trash Celtics team. They was killing the Heat. But anyway, Anyways, bro,
That was crazy.
The Mets trade thing is crazy because we could say that it's Gary Carter or Mike Piazza. But man, the Johan Santana trade, bro, at the time, and then you're looking at at the time, like during that era, the Mets were putting Tom Glavine, Pedro Martinez, Johan Santana, Mike Hampton, like the 2000s, bro. The Mets had some pitchers, bro.
Yeah, they really did. Yep. Mike Hampton was 2000. Then they kept building and building. And don't forget, they were, because at the late 95 and over, they were supposed to get Pilsner and Isringhausen and all that. Yep. And when that failed, they said, F that, we're going to go and get pitchers. And they started to do that. Pedro was so good for us.
Pedro was
so good for us. Even El Duque.
El Duque was 2 years old when he pitched.
He was clutch for us, and he was older. Another Yankee, yeah, right. And remember, I think we were going to the playoffs, and I think he sprained his ankle jogging around the warning track.
Yeah,
he did for sure. Yeah. But even Cespedes, definitely Cespedes, watching that thing unfold with Wilmer Flores crying on the thing and me going, I started to cry a little bit, man, only for him, but I wanted, remember, we were supposed to get Carlos Gomez back for him.
Yeah.
And he failed his thing. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that was 2015 because we went to the World Series.
Yo, by the time we got Cargo, it was too late in his career, right? But at the same time, always identified as a Met, bro. Like the dude loved the Mets organization for some reason. And he played like a bunch of places, Milwaukee,
Twins.
Yeah,
went to
always identified as
Tampa Bay, I think. Yeah, he went to a lot of places. He came to us. He didn't come to us that day. Cespedes did. Yo, I got the funniest story, real quick, and we'll bounce. Because we definitely got off the game.
In the game with him.
By the way, great game. Let's go Mets. Fantastic game. But I love doing this stuff.
You can't talk 30 minutes about that game, bro. We won 9-0.
Right. Yeah. 9-0. We did this. We did that. It was great. Right. Exactly. Daniel Murphy hitting 8 home runs in the playoffs. We got this is why we definitely got to get the Say It Loud popping. We're gonna make sure you stay tuned with us on the regular basis, but I'm gonna tell you the funniest story on the way out. And remember, start now. Make your first team, your first favorite A team, your first baseman favorite, second baseman favorite. You get it, guys, right? And then make a B team, and then make a C team, and we're gonna do that on Say It Loud. Yeah, all right, and I want you guys to get that all ready.
Yeah, man.
But right before I leave, I want to tell you the funniest story, and this does involve the Yankees. I'm watching the game, Subway Series. Cespedes is here, and my kids are little. I had to explain to them that his name is Ioannis. And every time I said it, they would just go,
I'm laughing now, bro.
Right, yeah. So they said, what? And I know they just wanted me to say it again. So I said, Ioannis, right?
Yeah, every time they laugh it.
Right. So, my family loves what I love, and their little girls, and my son, first game I ever brought him to was a Mets Phillies. A drunk Philly guy starts, this is just off topic for a second, starts arguing with somebody. That guy rips his Philly jersey off of him and we start throwing it around like a beach ball. My son got it, and he was 8. I probably shouldn't let him do it. He was like, and he threw it around, whatever, and he threw it around. And then he asked me, why did they let him in here? Anyway, that's off topic. So I'm sitting with my kids watching the Subway series, and damn, this was a shade loud too, but I'll redo it anyway. And whatchamacallit goes off. SNY goes off. And I'm going, what the hell? It's like a weird blackout thing. I don't know what happened. So I'm looking all over. I said, damn, I gotta go to I gotta go to this other network. I have to watch the game, man. I gotta go to watch the game. And it was what was the older man that did the Yankees?
Bro, was Julio Franco here on that team you talking about?
Julio Franco was on the 06 team.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He played some first. He played a little outfield. He was 49 years old, bro.
49 years old.
And still hit home runs and triples.
Yeah, and he looked 39.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But
like I do. Anyway, yeah, when I was 39. So listen to this. And this is how I'm gonna end it. I'm sitting with my kids, everybody, and they're playing the Mets versus the Yankees in Yankees, I think at home actually. And Cespedes just hits like a 3-run bomb
in the upper tank.
Right. A bomb.
Right off the bat, you know what's going on.
It was Yankee Stadium. He hit it over the bleacher. If anybody remembers that, they had bleacher creature people over there. It was a bomb. What is the guy's name? Michael Sterling was their announcer. And I had to switch to the Yankees announcers, and I hated them. It was Sterling and Susan Waldman. And she had a nasally, noisy voice.
Yeah.
I wasn't bothered by Sterling. God bless him and his career and his life. But Susan Waldman, her voice, well, John, I just that in the third.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, after he hits this home run, Sterling was known for making some blundery, like weird comments.
Yeah.
He said, well, Susan, this is just crazy. It just seems like your anus is on fire.
But I'm bummed.
Yo, my kids to this day, if I say that, we talk. Yo, I kept that. If I could find that, I need that. If anybody can find that, please find that and send it to me. That was the funniest thing and they kept going. I wonder how she felt. I don't know if she even understood. But I did. I thought it was funny as hell. And
this was before pause, everybody.
That's right. And right. I don't do it. Right.
Yeah.
But I do like when Jada throws the flag. There would definitely have been a flag on that one. It was like 45 red flags went up on that.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sorry, sir. Wow, Susan. Seems like your anus is on fire, huh? So, oh my God. Yo, that's hilarious. I am a little kid at heart. I don't mean anybody harm, but that thing was
we just
the funniest thing ever. And yep. We paid him, and Yoannis took off into the mountains on a horse and never came back.
And then the
I hear
sad
he's
thing,
playing somewhere else now.
the sad thing about that, bro, is I think the
We
media
could,
did him dirty. I think he actually wanted to play. He didn't want to get that contract and not play. Like you don't do all the rehab stuff and get all the surgeries and all that stuff if you don't want to play. If you don't want to
I
play,
agree.
you would be Ben Simmons,
Yeah,
right? Like if you want to
exact,
play,
100%, 100%. Good point.
that
4 years,
man,
100 million.
yeah. And he
Yep,
was trying to get back. Remember, he had heel surgery, and
yep.
then he had to go back and have double heel surgery, and then that didn't work. Had trouble walking and running, and then he did all these different things. And then him and the Mets was like, after a while, him and the Mets were like, "Hey, let's just try to figure out some kind of settlement, bro, because I want to play, but I can't." And then at the same time, you have David Wright going through the same thing with spinal stenosis,
Oh
and
man.
and I'm not saying that it was a thing about race, but you have one guy who signed a new contract, and couldn't play. Right? He got injured, and it's unfortunate because remember when Cespedes was not an old man when he stopped playing, he was young. Cespedes what was he, 30, 31 or something? Like 30.
Yeah, he anywhere between 28 and 32.
Yeah, he was young. At the same time, though, David Wright has spinal stenosis and is trying to get back, and nobody says anything. Like David Wright, he took some at bats today, everybody. And listen, I love David Wright. Right, I'm not
Definitely not about race. David Wright was born and raised a Met, and he was the captain.
He was born to be Captain America, right? But the thing about it is the way the Will Ponds painted it, right? You have this one guy who maybe without him you don't make the World Series in Cespedes.
No,
they were hot. They were on fire.
And Murphy. No way. Yep.
Yeah, they were on
You're
fire
right.
with before Cespedes, right? But at the same time, Cespedes helped them stay on fire, if that makes sense. And then Daniel Murphy in the playoffs was ridiculous. But the way they painted the Cespedes thing to me was kind of odd in that I don't think it has anything to do with race. I think it's more so that Cespedes was not a true Met. Cespedes wasn't a draft pick like David Wright. He wasn't brought up in the system. We didn't get to see him grow. He seemed more like a hired gun than
definitely a hired gun.
Yeah. He seemed more like a hired gun than.
But he wanted to be here, and he wanted to be part of that. And he wanted to win a World Series because we didn't get that in 15, and he believed we could get it, and being injured hurt him. Yeah. But a few things happened, in my opinion. Coming to camp with one of your best pitchers, you talk one of your best pitchers into coming into camp on a horse. Like
that's like weird. That's weird.
It's like, weird. It's just like, first of all, you get hurt, get thrown off the horse, something happens. Yeah. And I'm not saying you can't get hurt in a car. I'm just saying,
or hurt in a cage. You can get hurt anywhere, but bro, come on.
Anywhere, but you showing up on a horse is, and to me, I thought it was funny. Like I didn't think it was detrimental to the team or anything. I don't even think the team did. I just think that it was one too many things like that.
Bad optics.
And there was one other thing that happened, and he was trying to help out Yasiel Puig. If people remember Yasiel Puig, war number 99 or 66?
66, yeah.
Yeah, and he was the first Cuban that really went off for those bums in LA. And his story comes out. I'll leave that for another day. About it really wasn't negative about him, but it was surrounding him. You are who you hang with, and
Puig, and he was trying to mentor Puig, and Puig was just young and crazy, bro.
Hey, right, and Puig was trying to tell him, because Cespedes didn't have to go through what Puig did. Puig had to pay some real shady characters, a lot of money to hide them and bring them over and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he got associated with that. And I think the Mets, wanted to separate themselves with that. The problem here is that is total. Who just said that? Because that is probably the best. That is right on. Yes, David Smith, my man. See, Dave, we like best friends here. This is crazy. What I was gonna say is that he was a 5-tool player.
His speed was very underrated.
Yeah, and he was fast. He could steal.
I think he might have had the strongest arm from any Met I've ever seen.
Do you remember one of the strongest arms I've ever seen in my life, for sure. I'd have to think about the strongest arm. He had a cannon.
I don't know.
And you remember his signature throw in? He would throw the ball back like this.
Yeah.
All the way from the wall, right to Reyes, Reyes is gone at that point. To whoever's playing there at that time. Who's that?
Cabrera.
Oh, that's right.
It's Asdrubal Cabrera.
I love Asdrubal.
Yeah.
I love that Asdrubal, man.
Asdrubal.
Wow, you got some homework. Yo, chat, you got some homework. A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Start putting your teams together.
You remember the ball that Cespedes misplayed and left, and then he picked it up and bobbled it, and then from about 315 feet, he threw a rocket to home plate and threw the runner out.
Yep.
And we were complaining,
I know exactly the play.
This girl defense, Cespedes, pay attention, you lost fuck. Oh crap! Did you just see that?
Right.
That's exactly how the play went.
Just like that. And you went from angry to completely pissed to overjoyed
and shocked
in about 10 seconds and shocked in 10 seconds.
Because you can't believe that a human being can do something like that.
Right.
He threw about 315 feet. He threw a laser from the left field corner and threw a dude out at home.
Exactly. So I'm going to say he was more of a 4-tool player. This is why I'm going to say this. He was not the best outfielder, but he had a gun.
Right.
Like you can't put him up there with Beltran. You can't put him up there with even Taylor or definitely Juan Lagares. You can't put him up there with them.
Defensively, no.
Defensively. But arm-wise,
yeah.
I'm trying to think. Maybe Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry could throw.
He had an elite arm. Yeah.
Elite arm. Wall to the plate.
Yeah. Strawberry played in an era, though, where there were a few guys that had, like Jesse Barfield from the Blue Jays, George Bell.
I remember George. He ended up coming to crosstown, Jesse Barfield.
Danny Tartable, Dave Parker.
He also came across town. Danny Tartable.
Dave.
What was the other guy you said?
Dave Parker from the Reds and Pirates.
Dave Parker. Yeah, Dave Parker.
We've ever seen.
Yeah. Larry Walker from the Expos and the Colorado. He went to Colorado, and with that team that became really good with Andres Galarraga at third base.
Yep.
He had he was a lefty.
I mean, Delano DeShields at second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Delano DeShields. I think because I always got that. It's funny you say that. I always got them confused because they came up same time.
Yeah.
They similar build, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, not DeShields, Grissom.
Yeah.
And at one point they were on the same team. I gotta look up which team. I know they played together.
Yeah, the Shields and Grissom, they played for that.
Yeah. And they had there was that was. I think Tartable came over to the Spankies from Kansas City.
Yeah, to the
He was in
Yankees.
KC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody wore a baseball uniform. Bro, the Kansas City Royals outfield at that time wore the best uniforms, bro. They were like tight across the chest, and they would have their sleeves rolled up so you could see their gun. Him and Bo Jackson in the outfield, bro.
I was about to say Bo Jackson had a gun. How about Bo Jackson overrunning the ball, climbing the wall, and catching it barehanded behind his head? Yo, come on,
bro. Yeah. Oh, Ellis Valentine. I remember Ellis Valentine. I was talking about. Hey, Joe, I was talking about Ellis Valentine. And a guy y'all probably won't remember, but a guy named Devon White. He used to play center field for the California.
Of course, I remember Devon White. He was a Blue Jay who played center field.
Yeah,
he played with Joe Carter.
Yeah,
played with Joe Carter. He led off, I thought.
Bro, and on a video game, you couldn't hit the ball on the video game. You couldn't hit the ball in the outfield because he would catch it. It didn't matter where it was at. That's how juiced up he was on a video game, bro.
Nintendo, Sega.
Bro, you had to hit it. He had to hit it like 100 feet beyond the fence, so he would turn on his superpowers and still catch it.
Devon White was one of the best. Him and what was my man's name from the Braves who played with Tripper, center field?
Andrew Jones.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Andrew Jones. I think as a player, I think he's on the same level as Chipper Jones. I think Chipper Jones might be one of the greatest switch hitters ever. Maybe the greatest switch hitter ever, right? But defensively,
definitely against the Mets.
Definitely against the Mets, bro. Definitely at Shea Stadium, bro.
He named his child Shea because he beat the crap out of us here.
Yeah, because he made a living at Shea. Yeah, man.
He loved Shea. He always said that. He said that he could never say that he wanted to play here because he couldn't say it.
Right. But that meant him, and I don't know if you remember this name too, but him and a dude named Adam Dunn used to absolutely.
Of course, Adam Dunn, left-hander, hit the ball a mile and a half.
Yeah.
Was that when he already left and went to the Orioles?
No. He was with the Cincinnati Reds, and he hit a ball off the manufacturer Hanover sign. You remember that manufacturer?
Yes, of course, yes.
They had the big, tall Bud Light sign.
The big, tall Bud Light sign. Yes, of course.
Yeah. He hit the ball off of I forget what the guy's name, but he hit a ball off of the I think his name is dude's name was I think he hit a ball off Pat Mahomes. You remember Pat Mahomes?
Do you remember his son?
I don't recall. It might have been Pat Mahomes or Tom Gordon, one of them. It was one.
You don't know who Pat Mahomes' son is?
No. Is he important?
Super important. He's a couple times Super Bowl quarterback champion.
Does he play for the Giants?
Kansas City.
Oh, I don't watch Kansas City sports, bro.
If you don't tell me you know Mahomes, the quarterback for Kansas City, that's Pat Mahomes' son.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to stay running around Shea Stadium.
Pat Mahomes and Tom Gordon.
Remember Tom Gordon?
Yeah. He had a son named D. Gordon, who also played the majors.
D. Gordon, skinny dude, played for Florida.
Yeah.
He led off.
Yeah.
He was on the championship. I think he was on the championship team. The one that Pat Mahomes, man.
He was on the Yankees when they won it, right? I think he was on.
He was on Florida when they beat D. Gordon.
No, Pat Mahomes was on. I think he left us and played for you. If I don't have him confused, bro, I think I may have him confused. But I think
Pat Mahomes is definitely with us. I don't know if he went to the Yankees.
Okay.
But his son is also named Pat Mahomes. I'm just messing around with you.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes Jr.
I'm sure he's important doing something. But.
The old world going to the Hall of Fame quarterback.
Good luck to him, bro.
Yeah.
I hear the Giants have a quarterback though.
Dart with all heart who might run through you, make you fart or shart right on your, I can't wait.
I hope he wears a
I heard we had a running back.
I heard y'all
that grew up in a different type of like me. And he'll run through people and go, poof.
I hear the Giants are targeting Notre Dame running back though.
I heard we were a running back.
Yeah, an elite level talent at running back.
Better than Scat.
Yeah. Either way, they can't go wrong.
I think just to say that, I think we need a 6'5" wide receiver to pair with Neighbors. And there's about 4 of them really good. And when they went to the 5th position out of the 2nd position, that really pissed me off because we could have traded for the next one who needed a QB for their first round, their 2nd round, next year's 1st round. But we're going to go for wide receiver, then we're going to go for all, I hope, all offensive linemen. All linemen.
How about not getting y'all none of that, bro? He's going to draft a lineman, and y'all going to like it. That dude's going to get the best lineman in the draft. That's what Jim Harbaugh does.
At number 5, right?
Yep. He's going to try to get y'all the best offensive lineman available. Even if y'all don't draft, even if y'all have to trade back, he's going to try to get that offensive line right. That's what he does, bro. He'll come to your franchise.
No, but he's gonna do that
and get the running game right, and then build everything off the trenches.
Did I hear right? Did we re-sign Odell Beckham today?
Who?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh, I don't know.
I think so. Take a peek.
Oh,
give me a text if you see it.
I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, that's that age thing, guys. David, I don't know how old you are, but that's what happened with age. Sorry.
But yeah, I don't know if the Giants will. Once Harbaugh gets there, bro, and establishes the running game,
I'm so excited.
He'll find y'all a tight end. If y'all have a young athletic tight end on the roster, they're going to turn that dude into a safety blanket for a young quarterback.
But right? I don't want like an Ingram athletic guy. I want like a
dude that can catch.
A boss, like a Kelsey athletic guy.
A Shockey.
A Shockey would be perfect. But not the one. The reason why Shockey left is because he would always say, pass it to me, pass it to me, pass it to me, pass it only to me, pass it to me.
But he was always open.
No, but he was waving his arms. He was jumping up and down like a baby.
You got to get him the ball, bro.
Listen, you know wide receivers, man. Prima donnas.
Yeah.
Prima donnas.
Yeah, Shockey was. If I'm a Giant,
that's when we had Jason, what's his face at cornerback, Seahorn. Ooh,
Seahorn was nice, bro.
I
think injuries kind of caught up to him, though. But
he got hurt.
But bro, y'all could have had legit. Y'all could have had. Y'all drafted a running back at the end of the first round from North Carolina State named David Wilson. And the reason why he didn't have an incredible,
I remember David Wilson,
is because of the neck injury he got. Remember, he got the neck injury.
Yep.
He broke like an 81-yard run and got tackled by the pylon and
by our guys.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember.
Yeah, and his career didn't really turn out to be, that. But I don't expect the Giants to draft.
Yeah, Joe. Yes, Joe.
I don't think they're going to draft they're not going to waste a first round pick on a receiver, because for every Jamar Chase that you draft,
right,
you can also draft a Kadarius Toney, right? And so
I hear you, no doubt.
I think they're going to take that pick and go as safe as possible, understanding that they have a great young talent at quarterback, and do everything to protect that great young.
They get a left guard.
Yeah, probably. They're going to do something, bro. They're not going to look like they did last year, where as soon as he snapped the ball, he got a run, and then Chicago Bears linebackers are teeing off on him. Right? Yeah. You don't want your franchise quarterback to go through that. It's the reason why Justin Fields turned out to be a bust. We did the same thing with Chicago. Draft a running back and then try to draft weapons before you get your offensive line right. And then now your quarterback don't have time to throw to your weapons because your offensive line don't block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My old pastor was a Bears fan or is one, and we would watch, and every time I'd have to pray with him.
Yeah.
Because he was just sad every time.
Yeah.
And then, but then that's what you said with Trubisky and everybody. We don't worry, we'll get into this. It's a mess pod. We will get into this one day. You and I will have a nice conversation. I'm not a Bears hater. I'm not a Bears hater. So I'm not
losing franchises about football, but they don't really know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not a Bears hater. I hate other teams though, big time.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking about the Giants, and the Giants are going to get this thing right. They're on the right path right now.
We're definitely better than the Bears right now. 100%.
Did y'all get y'all playoff check yet?
Did you get your Super Bowl check yet?
The Bears got 3 playoff checks this year, bro.
Oh, did you get your Super Bowl check though?
No. We're young. Our team.
All my kids, all my children have seen Super Bowls. I just want to say that out loud.
But they were babies.
But they saw it. No, my son was old enough. No.
Yeah,
and they wore jerseys, and they saw big parties. Had a Bears fan. Bears fan there. He was like, "Damn, I wish this was my team." I was like, "Don't worry, one day. But for now, enjoy the skirt steak. Relax."
Yeah, I understand. Bro.
Yeah.
Right now.
What made you a Bears fan?
All right, now all I see in my head is the Giants shooting themselves in the foot by not re-signing that all-world safety that went to Green Bay. They legit needed a safety and let one walk out the door and go to Green Bay and be the best defensive back in the league. Right?
Well, how about literally shooting themselves in the leg while you're 12-0? Yeah. So football's a very funky sport. I really think that they need to do something with football players. And this is not a joke. This is for real. And maybe all sports players, but just children in general. What they teach in school, they need to have people walking around to help them just know life and other, you know what I'm saying? And help them also get a second thing, a backup plan, because football, 1 minute you could be a star, catch it one-handed in the end zone on the Cowboys, and the next minute you could be looking for a job and
Victor Cruz.
Nothing's happening.
Victor Cruz.
Or you could be Victor Cruz. Right. Or you could be Victor Cruz play for the Jets, get cut, go to the Giants, go to 99 yards, touchdowns,
in the
and
preseason, right?
salsa. No, during the regular season, salsa on them. Yeah.
Yeah, Victor
It,
Cruz.
yeah, it, I had some really great. I had some really, 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 really great years with them.
Yeah.
I will tell you this because I don't lie about anything. I'll tell you this. I had a bet one year, Giants versus the Bears. You guys, the Bears beat us by 3. And the bet was me versus my pastor, who's from Baltimore, but a Bear fan. And I happen to be a huge, talking about huge, Refrigerator Perry fan. And I got a picture somewhere with the Bears jersey on because that was the bet. Oh, one day, Walter Payton. Well, folks, I hope you're having a good time.
Yeah, man.
I hope you enjoyed the game tonight as much as we did.
Yeah, in a 9-0 win, what can you really talk about? There's no drama tonight. I mean, no major, It is what it is. So
we spoke an hour on it. We're good.
Yeah.
It's always good. Look, the chat is all involved with everything we're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really, we only do this for you guys, and the what do they call that? The after the replay gang, and
man. Salute to y'all. Thank y'all for
coming. Man. Drop a comment, man. Drop a comment about what you liked about tonight's game. You know what I'm saying? And what do you think we should do and how they're doing and how you feeling about it. But definitely look for us to have way more of these, and then get those teams ready I'm talking about and other things.
Right.
We'll talk about it as they come.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for coming through. We'll wrap right here. Hey, Jay, as usual, it's a pleasure, bro.
Always.
And get ready for Easter.
Yeah. Oh, happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody. Thank y'all for coming through. Hey, peace, everyone.
Peace.